So, hello and welcome back, friends, to our YouTube channel. So, let me just give you the disclaimer that this video that is you are going to watch is strictly for educational purpose only, and I don't suggest you guys to buy or sell any shares or any symbol. So, before making any trade, take the advice of your broker or your financial planner. Okay, saying that, let's continue with the video. And as I have discussed many times in our channel, that the insider swing trading strategy, we have to do that analysis, the analysis of the insider trading on a daily basis. So. Uh, Today is 23rd of September and the market has already closed. I'm shooting this video at 4:15 p.m. So let me just quickly walk you through the strategy once again. Again, if you want to know the detail of each and every concept of this insider swing trading strategy, then you should go and watch my playlist. You will get the link below in the description box. Also, I will put in the iCard there. Okay, so as you can see that I am at the home page right now. So what we have to, I'll just quickly walk you through the steps that how will you reach to the point where you will get the actual insider trading report on the NSE's website. You don't have to follow each step. I'll give you the link in the description box below. So yeah, so let's start. So as you can see that I am on the NSE's website homepage. So we have to scroll down. I'll go to the corporate announcements section right here. Next I have to click on the view all section here. Okay. Next let me just scroll down, and as you can see here I have to type here, this is insider trading. So I'll click there. Okay, so it has loaded. Now since we are trying to make a watch list for our swing trading, we have to select a time frame of 3 months. As you can see in this row, you can navigate between multiple time frames. So for our analysis, we want the data of 3 months. We want the insider trading report of 3 months. So let me just click it. Okay, so it's refreshing, guys. Okay, till the time it refreshes, let me just quickly. Okay, it's not refreshing. Let me just refresh the whole page. Yeah, it has refreshed. So once it has refreshed, it shows the 3 months data. So what we have to do next is that we have to download the Excel file of this report, and how we can do that is by clicking this download button here. This will download an Excel file in your laptop or PC, whatever you are using, and you can access that Excel file in the downloads folder of your laptop or PC. So once you have downloaded and you open the Excel sheet, it will appear something like this. So as you can see, this is that old master sheet that the old insider trading report sheet that I already took many times in my previous videos. As you can see in the name of the Excel file also, that it states that it is CF insider trading equities, and the date is okay, and the date is 23 06 2022, 23rd September 2020. Okay, so what we have to do next is that we have to apply filters. Now why are we applying filters is because I only want the symbols which have been bought by the promoters or promoter groups only, not anyone else. So let me just quickly apply the filter and delete all the rows which does not include promoter or promoter group. as let me just widen the column of category of person. Yeah, so for applying the so for getting the symbols in which only promoters or promoter group have increased their stake, we have to apply filter on the category of persons column. So as you can see in this column, E column, category of persons column, there are many category of persons like immediate relatives, key managerial personnel, or employees, designated employees, etc., etc. We don't want all of those. We just want promoters or promoter groups here. So let me just quickly delete all the rows which contains otherwise. So okay, I'll select all the rows here. Alt H, delete rows. Mhm. Okay, so what next we want is that we only want symbols of those shares in which the promoters have bought, and they have bought through market purchase only. So where can we find that how they have bought the share? You can find that information in this S column. Let me just widen it. It is named as mode of acquisition column. As you can see right here, the current selected column is the mode of acquisition column. So this column will tell us that how the promoters or promoter groups have acquired the shares actually. So what we want here is just market purchase. So let me just brief it. We only want those symbols in which promoters have bought in the last 3 months through market purchase. So let me just quickly apply the filter and delete all the rows which contains otherwise. So I'll select all the rows, alt touch delete rows. Okay, so once this is done, we can just remove the filters. We don't need this for now. Okay, now as you can see, this is a very relatively big spreadsheet, but you don't have to worry because we just want two columns for our analysis. That is the symbol column, which will tell us actually that in which symbol the promoters have bought, and this K column that is named as value of security. As you can see, the two columns selected are the only needed columns for our further analysis. Why we are considering the value of securities is because we are trying, through this strategy we are trying to study the flow of money, the flow of actual money in the market through the value of security. Let me just repeat again. Through the value of security we are trying to uh, estimate or study the actual flow of money in the market or through the market. So let me just quickly go ahead and delete all the columns except the A column and the K column. Okay, now once we are done with that, let me just quickly widen these two columns. Okay, so as you may notice here that in the A column, see this in row 7 and row 8, these rows have identical symbol name. Now if we start doing the analysis right away, it will be hard for us to calculate the total value which was invested in the Orient well in this case, because there are two symbols. There might be many more Orient bells in this column. So this arises, this duplicacy in the data arises because the shares may have been bought at different times or at different dates, or may have been reported at different dates or different types, or may have been entered in the NSC's database at different date or different time. So that's why this duplicacy arises. So what we want is a consolidated form of data. So let me just quickly apply the consolidation tool. Okay, I'll select the table in which I want to apply the consolidation. I'll press add. I want the top row and left column. I'll press OK. Okay. Now what next we want is that according to my rule, I have set a lower bound in the value of securities as 1 crore. That means that I will consider only those symbols or only those stocks for my further analysis in which the promoter or promoter groups have bought shares of value 1 crore or more than that in the last 3 months through market purchase. So I kind of summarize the whole analysis, a part of the analysis, in a single line. So let me just go ahead and sort this. Okay, sorry. Yeah, let me just quickly apply the filter, and I will number filter greater than 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let me just quickly check the number of zeros. It might get wrong for a second. Yeah, it's 1 crore. Okay, so now we have all the stocks which have a let me just first let's not do this. Let me just clear the filter from here, apply the filter once again. I'll just sort it from largest to smallest and then delete the data. That would be more. Yeah, so I'll delete from here till the end. Okay, so in a nutshell, the symbols that are remaining in the D column are those stocks in which the value of securities acquired through market purchase in the last 3 months is more than 1 crore rupees. So let me just quickly copy it. I'll copy it down right here. Okay. Uh, Okay, so as you can see, I have copied these symbol names. Now what we have to do is we have to go to the master sheet that we have made of this insider trading strategy. So let me just quickly go there. Okay, so as you can see here that this is the master sheet, and if you guys want to know that how I color coded these on the basis of what parameters I have color coded these symbols as red or as green, then you should definitely watch my previous 4 parts that was in the playlist of insider swing trading with insider trading information. Okay, that is a 4-part video, and this is basically an extension of those videos. Okay, in those videos, in that playlist, I have explained in detail, step by step. I have analyzed each and every 93 stocks present in this uh, master sheet, that how to calculate each and every parameter. So okay, so let me just copy it down here. Yeah. Okay, now suddenly why the color changed to blue? Let me just quickly explain. The Why I have copied this down is because as I have explained in yesterday's video also, that I don't have to analyze all the 93 stocks every day continuously, because the 4 parameters which we take into consideration to do our analysis are promoter encumbrance, shareholding pattern, and then SAST regulation and financial results. So all those parameters are not like that they change on a daily basis. They may change on a quarterly basis or on a monthly basis, or maybe sometimes even it won't change within a year. So that's why we don't have to check for each and every stock all the parameters once again. We only have to check check those 4 parameters of those stocks which are new. And how will we know that which stocks are new? I have applied a conditional formatting here which color codes the cells as light blue in which there are identical data. So as you can see, JSW Steel was already in our master sheet, so it has been color coded as light blue. So let us see that whether or not any. Okay, I guess these stocks, yeah, as you can see, let me just apply the filter conditional formatting once again so you can see in detail that how I did it. Okay, yeah. So I'll apply the conditional formatting, highlighting cell rules, duplicate values as uh, let's custom format it. I'll fill it with, let's say, orange color. I'll apply OK. So as you can see, every stock is almost a match in this master sheet. So the only stock which is a unique one is this PGEL. So what does that mean is that today we only have to check those four parameters that I named just a minute ago for this PGEL only. I don't have to check for all the 93 stocks once again. Of course, I can check the data of all the 93 stocks on a fortnightly basis or on a monthly basis to just quickly just revise the data points or whatever it is to just check if some data has been changed or not, and just periodically add and subtract the symbols from our watch list and color code it periodically. So for as of now, I'll just check the four parameters for this one PGEL. Let me just copy it and I will paste it in our master sheet column. Okay, I'll just paste the value, I guess. Paste values, yeah, whatever it is. Okay, then I'll just go ahead and delete the whole C column. I don't need them. Okay, now once we have done that, the conditional formatting is removed and the master sheet is safe. Master sheet is safe and it's color coded once again as red and green. Okay, so as you can see, we just have to do the analysis of PGEL now. So okay, I'll go back to the this corporate filings insider trading tab once again, from where we have downloaded the Excel file of 3 months. So what I have to do next is I have to type the name of PGEL in the company name right here. It is PG Electroplast Limited. I'll click on that. Okay. Yeah, this takes a little while to refresh sometimes, maybe due to the internet issues, I guess. So whatever it is, we will have to wait till the time it loads. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, it's taking too long. Should I just refresh the whole page once again? Yeah, let me just refresh the whole page once again. Okay, I'll type the company name right here once again. It's PG Electroplast Limited. I'll click here. Yeah, it appeared at once. Now, next, what I have to do is I will click on the symbol PGEL right here. So I'll click PGEL. Okay, next I have to scroll down and locate corporate information tab right here. As you can see, I'm locating this with my cursor. You have to click on this corporate information and this will redirect you to this page. Now what I have to check is the four parameters here: the shareholding pattern, the SAS regulation, the promoter encumbrance detail, and the earnings per share. Earnings per share will find in the financial results tab. Okay, now let me just quickly walk you through that what criteria we have in respective parameters. Okay, So for shareholding pattern, what we want is that the shareholding of promoters and promoter groups should be greater than 50% or at least equal to 50%. Next is the SAST regulation. In the SAST regulations, what we will check is that there should be no selling. There should have been no selling in the last 6 months by any institutional investor like the mutual funds or insurance companies, etc. Or there should not be any selling by the promoter or the promoter groups of that company. Next criteria is promoter encumbrance details. In the promoter encumbrance details, we will check for the percentage of shares pledged in that particular stock. For as per my rule, the percentage of pledging should be 0%. Again, it's a flexible criteria, so you can change the percentages or numbers a little bit that I have mentioned before. Okay, so you can take them as like 3% pledging or 5%. Again, if you want the shareholding pattern, if you want to keep the lower bound of shareholding pattern like 45% or 48%, so it's perfectly all right, whatever suits you the best. Okay, so the fourth criteria is an optional criteria. I may sometime take that into consideration, or I may sometime ignore that fact. uh, okay, so in the financial results there is a column of earnings per share. We want that earnings per share as positive. If it's zero, it's all right, but it should be positive, it should not be negative. So that's our fourth and final criteria. So let's go ahead and check all these four criterias and see that whether or not PGEL satisfies our benchmarks or not. Okay, so I'll first check the shareholdings pattern. Okay, as you can see, shareholding pattern is 68.20%. The latest reported shareholding is 68.20%. So it's greater than 50%, so it looks good. Next one is SAST regulation. In the SAST regulation, as you can see, in the recent 6 months, there has been no selling reported in this stock by any institutional investor or by any promoter or promoter groups. Let me just highlight this point that we just want the data for 6 months, not 3 months, not 1 month, not 1 year, just 6 months. Next one I want to check is promoter encumbrance detail. As you can see, the promoter encumbrance detail looks good. It is 0% pledging. You can check the number of pledging in the third column. I have highlighted that for you. Next is an optional parameter, that is earnings per share. We will find the data of latest earnings per share in the financial results tab right here. So I'll go ahead and click on it. So as you can see, the earnings per share is negative. The latest earnings per share reported is negative. So as I have stated this earlier, if you are not a conservative trader or a conservative investor, then you can choose to take some risk and ignore this fact that earnings per share is negative. Since I am a conservative investor, I am a conservative trader, so I will take this earnings per share being negative as uh, a not passing the benchmark. So I will just go ahead and color code this PGEL as red on my master sheet. Okay, so this was all for today. We just had one stock today for our analysis. So this is the end of our video. If you like what I am doing here on the screen, if you like that I am displaying step-by-step analysis and not just telling you the methods how to do it, so please do like, share and subscribe my channel. Okay, thank you.